don't even know where to begin to this show. I don't even know where to begin. What do you guys think?
I say start in the middle, boss. No.
I don't know because I put on stories. Like, I don't even know if we'll get to picks and best bets. And I mean, there's just
we'll get
so much that
I don't know. You are a fearless leader and host. We're just the co-host here. We're just along for the ride. So
I know.
You go left or right, we're going. What's up?
Okay. Yep. Well, welcome in, everybody. It is Between the Uprights. We are back Wednesday night, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for a banger of a show because we've got so much to talk about. I don't know where to begin, but if you could, go hit that subscribe and notification bell on our YouTube page and hit us up on X and IG.
Yep.
It was a wild one this past weekend.
It usually is with the trades and deadlines.
Upsets. Some people, a lot of people couldn't view Monday Night Football, college football weekend, NFL, like nothing. Because greedy ass corporations like to fuck the little guy. So we'll get into that a little bit later. I've got so much bottled up about that, it just pisses me off. But let's get into it. The Jets called a season with their fire sale over the weekend. The Jets made a couple of trades and just said, hey, you know what? We're going to build for next year and the year after that with the amount of picks we're getting back. And I was talking to a buddy today, and I said, you know what? They're probably going to screw it up anyways with all these picks in the first round. So, the big one was the blockbuster trade of the Jets trading away superstar Pro Bowl cornerback Sauce Gardner to the one and only Indianapolis Colts for a couple of first-round picks. That was one of the trades. We'll get to the other one in just a second, but I wanted to get your guys' reaction about this trade. Sauce Gardner making the Indianapolis Colts secondary a little bit beefier, a little bit nicer going into this.
It's going to be interesting.
I know
what do you call it? Oh my gosh, I lost the words and thoughts. I had some I wanted to cuss, but I didn't. I stopped myself.
Come on.
No, it's good. It's good. You do reporting for the Jets. So Nikki, what are your thoughts?
Oh God. I just hope I don't have to go there on Sunday.
Right.
I'm trying to be like busy with something else.
The viral reactions of the trades all over Instagram, especially that one that went viral with the dad telling his sons that Sauce was traded.
He's crying in the kitchen.
And he's crying in the kitchen. He's like, but the jersey he just bought, it was just heartbreaking for that.
He's very loved here. Like, even so, my nephew, he plays football, and he's 18, but I feel like kids, like, they follow athletes now. Like, he's an Eagles fan, but he's a Sauce Gardner fan. He models his game after him, right? Like, they follow these guys, and so like he is very much loved in this area, no matter what. Like, so I think he's ecstatic to be out of New York. I mean, the Jets did it right. They just know they're going nowhere. At least one New York team did something
right.
Set themselves up, get a little draft capital. I mean, it was just an absolute fire sale. They weren't fucking around.
It was so bad that Breece Hall was like, "Get me out!"
Me too.
and he didn't go anywhere. And there was calls about him, and he didn't go anywhere.
Yeah.
When I saw the trade come down, I chuckled. I was like, "All right, well, I mean, I think it was
Indy's in win now mode, though.
Yeah, they're all in on this season, especially with the way they've been playing. They did lose this past weekend against the Steelers, which I picked in our pick'ems. But yeah, they're going all in, man. They've got trust in Daniel Jones will lead them to the promised land, and I think, hey, man, so far so good, except for this past Sunday.
My thing with Sauce Gardner, I know you can get draft picks for a guy like that.
Mm-hmm.
I understand that, but to go after the young guys, I wonder what leadership will be in the locker room next year. Because you trade away a couple of your captains there.
Right.
So as a head coach, did you not like how they led? Was it strictly business? Like, you just wanted value for them? And it made me wonder a little bit of what's going on. But it did remind me, not too much what Detroit did, but it reminded me of how these teams panic, they tank it, and they figured, F it, I'm just going to put young guys in the locker room, the guys that I know I can scare the shit out of, but are talented players. Because remember, I told you guys, it's hard to tell a 32-year-old grown man who's been married twice with 2 mistresses and, 4 or 5 different Lamborghinis, You know what I mean? It's hard to tell. Right. It'll fill the gap there, my boy.
I think you just profiled Darrell Revis there for a second.
Well, I mean, I'm profiling, but I mean, it's hard to tell a grown man who's been in the game for, 10 plus years, seen 4 different head coaches. Hey, man, I need you to fill the gap. You need to do this, isn't it? It's hard to get those guys going. So younger doesn't necessarily mean better, but yes, sir, it means a little bit more discipline. Maybe that's what he's looking for. I don't know.
I think this was coming. I mean, either way, just the way the season was going for the Jets. We talked about this a couple shows ago where this is the year where you find your identity. And, if it keeps going like this, you make a couple of trades at the deadline to see what you can get for draft capital. Now, obviously, there's a lot of questions probably going into next year with, okay, are you keeping Justin Fields? Are you going to trade Breece Hall in the offseason to get even more draft capital? Like, what are those areas you're going to do? I mean, I think there's more to come with this. I mean, they did trade away Quinnen Williams to the 11th place Dallas Cowboys, who are not making the playoffs, but they seem to think they are.
The decision-making, though, had to be done a week or 2 ago, right?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I think before the bye week happened with them, I'm sure they were like in the mode, okay, this is what we're going to be doing for the trade deadline. This is what we're going to do.
They looked at the schedule like, we're not winning.
I'm sure they were fielding calls during that bye week going, okay, we're going to make something cook and start getting people's ears are ringing because we're ready to make some moves and look forward to next season to see what happens in the draft.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
Especially if they pull off something like that, which 2 first rounders for Sauce Gardner. I mean, that's
and now we get to see what you pull in the draft.
Yeah,
right. Because you can trade away that pick that number 2, but we'll take 2 of your guys or whatever. But I wonder what they're going to do with this.
Nikki, I know you're in tapped into that area and fan base. They're going to screw it up anyways, right? With the amount of picks that they're getting, they're still going to screw it up.
Oh yeah, of course they are. No one has faith that they're going to get it right. And by the way, it goes for the other New York team too. No one has faith that the Jets will. And I just think it's funny because last week when we came on, that Woody Johnson just raised season ticket prices. And so I just don't understand. But that's the thing. It's like, I feel like that doesn't get talked about enough is the leadership in the locker room. But then, you get rid of those guys. You're raising season ticket prices. No one trusts you to get – you can get all the draft capital in the world that you want, but, you've proven that you can't you hit here and there, but it's not consistent. And then you get talent, and then you're just the Jets. It goes nowhere. So, no one has any faith in that franchise.
Right, for sure.
Yeah.
It's going to be – it was fun to watch, though.
Yeah. How can you?
What the fuck?
Yeah. I mean, the alerts I was getting and then just going on Instagram and X and just people just losing their minds, especially Jets fans. But, I mean, at this point.
What do you expect, Jets?
Yeah. Are you surprised? I mean, just the way things are going, are you surprised? I don't know.
Right.
To me, I mean, going into this where they have how many – I'm trying to remember how many first rounders they have going into next year. I think it's 5?
Is it?
Or around – it's something.
They shouldn't be trusted with that.
No, they shouldn't.
They gotta get. By the way, it's very hard to work when all these trades are going on. Like to do your real job and keep up with.
For real.
How many picks do the Jets have?
You can trade and picks are power. So you got to see. Hey, we'll give you a first round pick and this if you give me that guy.
I like that. Picks are power. That's a good tagline.
Picks are thanks. Hey, every once in a while I get one. But picks are. I'm wondering how they're going to do. I just don't see you taking 5 first round guys and thinking organization's going to be turned around in 1 year.
No, it's not. Aaron Glenn can't, and he said in his presser today, yes, I want to be happy with the guys, but I didn't say it would be this year. It could be next year, right? And my understanding is this is not a great quarterback class. Is that
it's not. It's not
supposed to not be a good one.
Yeah, it's not like how this past year's quarterback class was, or even the year before that. This one's supposed to be kind of mid-level, so you don't really know who's it was supposed to be Arch Manning that was supposed to be the guy, but
that was the guy.
it hasn't worked out so far for Arch Manning. So after the trades, so next year or this coming year in the 2026 draft, the Jets have 2 first-round picks, and then 2 second-round picks. And then for 2027, they have 2 first-round picks again. Actually, 3 first-round picks in the 2027 draft.
Oh, geez.
From all this, yeah.
You got to get the 2027 though.
Yeah, that's the key.
As a head coach, you got to get the 2027.
I don't think if he goes again like this season, he lasts season 2. If he's like the way they are,
Yeah, I think he's fine. I think they'll give him obviously 2026 because you just gave everybody. I mean, like, how do you got to give a little leeway here? But
do you give him more leeway if they win more games next year than they did this year?
Yeah, I think so.
If you see an improvement, okay, hey, we won more games in 2025. We'll give it one more year where we have 3 first-round picks, and then we'll see after that.
That's what happened with Dan Campbell.
Yeah.
Dan Campbell improved by, I think, 3 wins his first year from what the previous year, and then 7 wins, and then they went on a streak, and they're like, okay, Detroit Lions are for real.
Yeah. Well, with the Lions, you saw improvement, though. Like
right,
you saw, it was like night and day from like the first when they
sure.
first got their first win and going into the next season. You saw a completely different team, a completely different culture, and everything. So
if he's able to get 3 solid years, and you see change, and he'll get the big contract. But you get 2 years no change. Oh boy.
Yeah, that's different. 2 years no change, but I think
with the Jets,
a little bit of
common
progress has to be something.
I haven't seen progress since Curtis Martin, for sure.
I haven't seen progress with them since.
No, let me be fair. Rex Ryan.
Yeah.
Rex Ryan era.
Yeah. Yeah, because they went to 2 AFC championships with Mark Sanchez. So yeah.
The fumble king himself. Yeah.
It's been a minute.
It's been a minute.
It's been a minute. But the good news is the bar is so low.
Yes.
Like. That's not what I thought you were going to say. I thought you were going to say, but the good news is it's open bar. Like, I thought that's what you were going to say.
No. The bar's low. Like,
that bar is so low.
Free beer for the first.
That bar is 6 feet under and like headed towards the center of the earth. That's how.
Right, because it's like, I mean, what if they win 4 or 5 games next year? It's like, oh my God, this is a whole new fridge compared to where it is, and if they're competitive, like. So that's the good thing. The bar's so low that you could improve.
I'll give them 6 wins and improvement next year.
But it is an improvement, right?
Yeah, true too. It's a tough one, man.
I feel like us 3 can go coach the Jets and get the 4 wins. You know what I mean?
Hey.
I think New York should let the fans try it. Both franchises. Just let the fans take over, because now we don't have a kicker again. So
like do the AFL? What is it? Was it in the spring? The AFL league or whatever it is. You ever seen it?
No. You ever play Powder Puff though in high school?
Yes, Powder Puff was like reserved for the girls, I think, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah. But you guys ended up so as the cheerleaders, we played football. Yeah. And then the guys coached us, and then they cheered, and we coached them.
I did the announcing for that game.
I did not cheer. I got to coach.
Oh, you got to coach. Got it.
Yeah. We beat my junior year. We beat the seniors. Then they were like, "That sucks that the seniors went out losing." But then when we were seniors, we beat the shit out of the juniors. But anyway, it was a great 2 years. Powerpuff. I think I could lead the Jets to 4 wins.
That's what I'm saying. Like if we can coach Powder Puff, we got this.
Coach the Jets. Oh, for sure.
Well, from us to the Jets. You have our thoughts and prayers.
Good luck. I hope it works out, man. I really do.
Yeah.
I hope it works out. But
who are you telling? You guys don't have to sit up in that press box.
No, we do not. No, I do not.
With the pigs in the blanket and the fucking waffle fries.
Which I had over the weekend. I had some pigs in the blanket.
You did. In the croissant or the pretzel?
No, in the croissant. So,
nice.
Yeah, not in the pretzel this time.
Nice.
Yeah. No. I think we have a comment. There we go. We have a comment. That's never going to happen.
Oh, yeah.
That'll never happen.
I'm telling you, if Baltimore really has had it, I'll take him. You know what I mean? Like, Oh God, we'll get into that, but
why would Mike
I'll
leave?
take anybody out.
Yeah,
outside.
Mike wouldn't leave that. I mean, no, that's never gonna happen.
Tom, I mean,
The
you
Roonies
only
would
get
never
one
let.
coach every 50 years. No.
Yeah, the Roonies. No, Mike's there until he retires.
Yeah, until Mike wants to leave. Yeah.
Yeah, until Mike wants to leave. Yeah, there's no.
Yeah, and join the ABC News with Bill Cowher.
Yeah, exactly. Speaking of that division, let's go to the Cincinnati Bengals defense, which again coughed up another win for the Bengals, which they should have had in the bag. I guess you have to score 1,000 points for them to win a game. I don't think that'll be enough for the Bengals defense to hold on to a win. This sucks for the Cincinnati Bengals offense. And I know that T. Higgins and Jamar Chase were pretty vocal about it after the game, where you got to hold him, man. And since he's D, didn't do that. And I know
they never do.
They never do that.
They never do.
And I
don't
feel bad
for Joe Burrow, Joe Flacco. They put up 30 points. These guys couldn't cover a cold, man.
I feel bad for Joe Flacco. He comes over from Cleveland, which Cleveland is a dumpster fire anyways, comes over to the Bengals. He's playing amazing, by the way.
He's doing great, yeah.
He's filling in nicely for Joe Burrow, but he doesn't have a defense to hold games. Now, if he had anything like what Cleveland has as a defense, the Bengals would be atop of that division right now.
Yeah, if you had a D-line.
Yes.
With, Myles Garrett. Yeah, for sure. That's a good one.
That game was wild, by the way. I don't know if you guys watched that Bears-Bengals. It was a wild game. And coming down to that last touchdown that Joe Flacco threw, I was like, oh, this game's done. Like, this game is a wrap. But I guess you can give Caleb Williams 50 seconds to come storm that down the field and score.
Who knew he had it in him? Who knew?
Well, if you play the Cincinnati defense, you do.
Well, yeah, if you play the Bengals.
Yeah.
I said this before. I know we talked about Josh Allen. If I'm Joe Burrow, how much longer do I deal with this bullshit?
Yeah, really.
Even though he's injured, he's not part of it. But if Joe Burrow is playing, he puts up those points, 30, 40. Damn, and we went down the field and scored again. 50 seconds, you guys can't hold these guys?
Yeah.
That's wild.
I think Burrow is part of the problem, though. Don't take all that money where you can't build around your team and get a good defense. Look at the greatest of all time, Tom Brady. Tom Brady didn't get the big contracts. Tom Brady said, okay, build a team. Like, build a championship caliber team. If I was Joe Burrow, I'd be like, okay, I'm going to donate some of this money back where you guys can go out and sign free agents to build up this defense to where we can go win a Super Bowl. So I think him, T. Higgins, and Jamar Chase should go hang out in the offseason and go, okay, we need to maybe give some of this money back before we can get quality defense. That way we can go and go back to the mountaintop like we had that glimmer of hope a few years ago.
Yeah, until the defense blew it.
Exactly. Yeah, their defense blew it.
And the offensive line sucked.
But they were there, and they haven't been back because it's mainly the defense. And they're overspending on the offensive part, which is fine. I mean, you need the playmakers like that. But I think if I was Joe Burrow, I would be like, look, I need to disperse some of this money. That way, we can have some quality defense there. So he's kind of part of the problem.
Yeah, but you got to fix it. Because at some point your stars are going to get frustrated. Like, what do you do when you're running? I'm like, for instance, you saw Jamar Chase walking back to the locker room.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah,
that's a defeated. He's basically knows this doesn't matter how many touchdowns I catch, how much routes or hits I take. The defense can't get the other team off the field. Mm-hmm. If they can't get off the field, this is pointless for me to do this here.
Sounds like a wide receiver from down south of Florida. Sounds just like that guy.
Yeah, Jamar Chase would be a hot commodity, but Joe Burrow, all those guys, like, what are you going to do with these guys at some point? And I don't see any change with the Bengals defense. I don't see anything from last year, the year before. Like, I don't see.
They look the same.
Yeah,
it's the same bullshit, right? So I don't know, man.
And now you've got a free agent with Trey Hendrickson next after this offseason. He's a free agent. He's going to be free to go, which you could have gotten value out of him if you would have traded him away.
Yep.
Another blunder by Cincinnati.
And Bengals could easily be winning their division right now.
They could be atop of it right now.
I think that's the real kicker, right? Like, how'd you just fix this fucking defense, a while ago? Like, this would have been, their division to lose. But no.
I blame the DC, but then I'm like, hey, coach, it's your job to be like, hey, man, can we have a fucking meeting here? Let's everybody pulled in on Monday. We need to talk about this. Break down the film like, yo, why are we in this situation? Why are we doing this? I trust you, but I don't like this call. Like, I get it, but this is bullshit. You know what I mean? Something has to happen because it's his head on the chopping block, come this season. Like, it's you. It ain't nobody else. So
do you think this puts Zach Taylor in the hot seat too? Because, I mean, he is the head coach of the team, and now.
How many years do you go by with this? What is this? Is this matter of fact, is this a new DC, matter of fact?
I think it is a new DC because it seems like every single year they're changing DCs.
Yeah.
He's looking for a solution, but I don't know what he's going to do. You're going to have to take the reins. As you know what I'm saying? As a head coach, like, hey, listen, this is the type of defense I want to run. This is what I want to get done. This is what I want to, I like X, Y, Z. And when you're a head coach, you kind of facilitate that. And you got to know both sides of the ball, of course. But if something's got to get done, you rather better start calling yourself. I don't know.
Poor Joe Flacco.
Poor Cincinnati fans.
Yeah.
Gee, they got to see this.
Could you tell that to Brian Dable? Could you tell him that?
No.
When it comes to Shane Bowen, because I don't know what the fuck they're doing either. So.
All right, so let's get back to the trade deadline reactions. Let's go through some trades and give our reactions and grades for the trades that happened this past weekend. We'll go from the big blockbuster one. What do you guys give the grades for the Jets trading away Sauce Gardner to the Colts for 2 first-round picks? I want a grade for the Colts, grade for the Jets. What do we got?
I think it was. I mean.
A plus Indianapolis?
Yeah, A for Indy. I don't know. Like the Jets, I mean, I feel like that's an on paper. You want to give it a high grade, but knowing the performance, I mean.
Would you go at least give them like a C?
I was going to say, I'll give the Jets a C, but Indy made out like a bandit.
I give it less, man, because you have picks. You ain't got players.
Yeah.
Right? If it's
that's TBD. That's to be determined.
Right now.
That's to be determined.
Right, but that's what we're talking about, right? You there's a 53-man roster. You trade away Sauce Gardner for 2 picks that are not here. They can't even contribute to you this year. You have told the fan we are.
Raul, your Wi-Fi. There we go.
God.
You're good. You're
you're in your penthouse, obviously.
That's what happens.
Me, I guess.
High up. Yeah, that's what happens.
High up.
Yeah, the pigeons are messing up with the Wi-Fi. No, what I was trying to say was like you got 52 guys now. You traded the other guy, Quinn Williams. Now you're 51. Like I know you get picks for this, but I don't see shit. I don't see anything for those guys.
All right, I'll give them a C minus.
We have a new co-host.
Hey.
Yeah, she's going to bed. I give them a C minus for the Jets, and then an A plus for getting Sauce Gardner.
And if they get bad players and they still in the rut, I'm coming back to this episode.
All right, we'll stay with the Jets. The Jets traded away Quinn Williams to the Dallas Cowboys for another first-round pick. What do you guys give this?
Just feel like the Cowboys made out. I mean,
B plus to the Cowboys.
Yeah, somewhere in the B's. Yeah.
See, this is where I kind of give the edge to the Jets.
Really?
Because Quinn Williams, look, he's 28 years old. He's had a kind of a meh kind of season so far. This doesn't make Dallas better because it seems like the guys that they got Logan, they got linebacker from the Bengals for a pick. And they also got Quinn Williams. I mean, they're trying to make 2 guys into one, which was a guy that these 2 guys are going to replace Micah Parsons. So to me, I would say, look out, the Jets maybe edged out the Cowboys. Yeah, I think the Jets kind of made out in this trade getting, a first-round pick for Quinn Williams, who's 28.
I think Dallas makes out because that D-line is not that great either.
Yeah.
That whole team is not great. That whole team is not great. Did you watch Monday night? Well, nobody could watch Monday night because of what's going on.
That's a great transition.
Yeah.
No, we're saving that to the very end of the show. Trust me.
Oh, okay.
Good job. But yeah, I think Dallas. It helps Dallas a little bit. I think that they need something. And yeah, you're right. They're searching to replace Micah, but.
Well, maybe they shouldn't have gotten rid of him in the first place. That was an option.
You would think so.
Well, that's
they paid this guy and the other guy, and it probably equals out to Micah Parsons.
Probably does, but like you guys said at the beginning of the show, the Cowboys think they're doing so. That's just them. Like they think they're. I can't wait for Hard Knocks NFC East because it's going to be such a fucking dumpster fire. Like,
sure,
Philly's got endless money over there. I don't know what the fuck, the Commanders were doing. Like, we are a complete train wreck. And then you got the Cowboys being delusional. Like,
yep. Eagles got good picks too.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
Let's
like
go. The
Eagles picks.
Seahawks traded for the Saints wide receiver Rashid Shaheed. The Seahawks gave up, I think, a 4th and a 5th for Shaheed. I think both teams made out pretty good with this trade. The Seahawks get another playmaker with the wide receiver position, and the Saints, come back with a couple of picks. They could probably get somebody in the draft next year because the Saints aren't really going anywhere anytime soon. And this just adds another weapon for Sam Darnold, who the Seahawks are scary. They are a scary team, and then they're just adding more playmakers for Sam Darnold to throw to and help out Jackson Smith and Njigba too as well, because he's just, I think now is probably the most elite wide receiver right now in the league. Grades for this, I give them both a B+.
Yeah, I'd say B is good. Feels
That's
like
fair.
a B type. Yeah, that's fair.
Okay.
That's fair.
Oh, I almost choked on some water. All right. The
Especially
Jaguars.
when you almost like choke on your spit, like you're just chilling, working, swallow wrong.
All right. The Jaguars traded for Jacoby Myers. What do you guys think about this trade? I know.
Meh.
Yeah, like,
I think it helps out Jacoby Myers because I know before the beginning of the season he wanted out of Las Vegas, so good for him. A+ for him.
sure.
For the Raiders, I don't know what they're doing over there. I thought bringing in Pete Carroll was going to make that team better, but look, this is what Pete Carroll did in Seattle. He just traded everybody away, got a bunch of picks, and then made Seattle a contender every single year.
And then got the Legion of Doom. Yeah.
Yep.
So we'll see.
Yeah.
Good for Trevor Lawrence. He has somebody else to throw to now.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, and give a little bit of help with Travis Hunter over there, but I don't know, man. I got to see what they utilize him in because it's still the Jaguars, man.
That's very true.
You know
That's
what I mean?
also
It's still
very true.
Jaguars. You did upgrade a little bit, but not much.
It's the Jags, man. It's the Jags.
Better weather, beaches, I guess. I don't know.
I don't know. Nah, not Jacksonville. Hell no. Ugh.
Yeah.
Have you been to their beach before?
Yeah, but you go Pensacola. You go that way.
Yeah. Yes.
You go. Head
Right,
west.
those are those trade reactions. Those are the ones that have kind of stuck out the most. The other ones are kind of mid-level. We're not going to go into it. But I want to get into Jayden Daniels is the next RG3 2.0. And I know both of you want to get into this one. Raul, I'm going to let you take this away.
All right, yeah. I think I'm going to say what we're all thinking. It's total horse shit.
Yes.
You got this guy in the freaking – you've lost the game. What are we doing? Is this ego?
Yes.
What are you doing? Like Dan Quinn, like, come on, man. You're not I really actually like him as a defense guy, right? I do. And as a head coach, your first year, the explosive you gave Jayden Daniels the kind of freedom to be him. Okay, we just got the kid back off a leg injury. Now he comes back and dislocates the elbow. You know what I mean? Which was pretty brutal to watch on TV.
Yes.
Oh my God. But it was completely preventable. What was the score at that time? 38-7.
Yeah, they were up by 30 points at that point. Why having him in there? And then to suffer that injury where it's now his season is in doubt for the rest of the way, which I think you can consider that a wrap for him for this year. I wouldn't. Why bring him back and risk even more injuries to him?
Right. And the conversations are going to be there, but I would not be surprised if the kid comes back in 3 weeks.
No, how can you do that?
Yeah.
Well, dislocation on the left elbow, right?
It's not his throwing arm.
It's not a throwing arm. You put it back. It's going to take 3 days to feel those tendons kind of tighten up again in that arm. And again, it's your non-throwing arm, so you technically don't freaking need it. But I don't know. Washington has a way of doing this to quarterbacks. This is the third quarterback we watched this with. It was brutal to watch what happened with Alex Smith.
Yep.
It was brutal to watch RG3. Now this kid, like, you want to go way back. We can go back to Joe Theismann. His knee went 60 degrees the wrong way.
The only quarterback that made it out alive was Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. And Kirk liked to dump it off to the running back. But I don't know, man. I was hot when I saw it because I'm like, if this is your franchise guy, this is how you protect him. Like, come on, man. That was not easy to watch, man. Any coach would have made that decision.
This, to me, if you bring him back, for me, it's an error. It's a bad judgment for Dan Quinn and bad judgment for the ownership group in general if you bring him back. They're 3-6 right now.
Season's gone.
For me, I would just say, look, we're going to shut him down. That way he can get healthy. Look, Mariota's not that bad. Like, have Marcus Mariota be your starter for the rest of the year, see how that goes. I mean, to me, you're just risking more injury to your superstar quarterback and then setting yourself back another 5-10 years if he's not panning out. I mean, you have a prime example of RG3. He's that guy. Look, it's like almost parallels with these two. They both won Rookie of the Year. Next year, bang the crap up, and then
Heisman Trophy winner.
And then RG3's career just went nowhere after that because of all the injuries. I mean, it's parallel. Like everything is parity, man. Like it's that's why
RG3 thought he was making a good decision. Because people say you got to be tough, you got to get out there, do this, do that, and then boom.
Even RG3, I think he said on Twitter, he was like, "You guys are doing the same thing."
He did.
You're doing the same thing.
He did to me. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's a shame, man.
If I was ownership with the Commanders and if I was Dan Quinn, I'd shut him down for the rest of the season.
No need to play him.
No, there's no need at all.
And you know what? Nobody gets. Maybe I'm speaking out of turn here, but nobody gets held accountable for this. You know, we watched Tua take a hit on a Sunday, concussion. 4 days later, play the Bills, take another concussion, and waited a week later, and then he's playing again. Like, what are we doing? We really don't care about people. Like, that's why it's hard for me to swallow. And they're like, oh, the NFL is going safer. Oh, so we're going to change the kickoff.
Safer. They want to add another game.
but I'm talking about they changed the kickoff, right?
Well, yeah.
They changed how receivers can get hit. There's no more blood. We're doing all these safety things to make the game a little bit safer. But yet you got coaches like this rushing a guy back in the game. At some point, you got to be like, hey, listen, owner of Washington, listen, I want to have a meeting with you and the owner. This is Roger Goodell. And we need to figure out why you decided to do this at this point of the game. You know what I mean? Like, hold some accountability. And maybe these guys won't do that shit no more.
Yeah, they won't, though, because he's the shield. He works for them.
Yep.
I'm with you. They should because this keeps happening. And unfortunately, I feel like it's one of those things where something really bad, right? It's going to have to be just something like that. And it just, yes, it's win now. It's a game, but like, somebody's health.
Pressure of winning, I know, is a lot at that level, but your head coach of the Giants, he's running into tents.
Oh, I know.
Get out. You know what I mean? We got this kid coming in the game. Tua's another quarterback. And there's other countless examples of trying. I hope Scatterboo don't come back this whole year.
Brian Dable, he left Dart in there when the game was out of hand. Like, there was no need for him to be in there.
That's what I'm saying.
And he took a really big hit. And then you saw him on the sidelines just like, and it was like, you got to be kidding me. Like, no, like, why is he in here? You're a 2-win team.
Yeah.
We'll put Russell Wilson back in. Put Jameis Winston in.
And I hope it ain't the old school. Well, Dan Marino never came out. Dan Marino didn't get blown out. Okay. You know what I'm saying?
We're talking about blowouts. We're talking about teams where this season is done. Not that it makes it right if you have like a fighting chance, but I mean, there's no point to it. Why put these kids like in more?
Remember, it all comes down to the almighty dollar and ratings and all that. That's what it comes down to.
But how much? Okay, but how much are you possibly getting? Because you see Jayden Daniels in a 38-7 blowout with 7 minutes left in the game.
Yeah, I know.
I get it. Prove, man. It's just that's why I don't feel bad when Washington lose games. It's like, oh, you make stupid decisions, you play dumb games, you get dumb prizes.
The one thing that I don't like the fact is when Dan Quinn said the next day, or I think he said in the presser, it's on me. Like, I made that decision. It's like, well, if you knew it was a bad decision, why make it? Like, why take that chance? I mean, you took that chance and look where it's gotten you now.
Yep, I agree.
You shouldn't be head coach.
Yeah, somebody didn't see any given Sunday, clearly.
Yeah, clearly. Maybe the fans should run that.
You fight for that inch. You fight for that inch.
We're going to put Cap back here.
I've gambled away all my money.
Yeah.
Nobody loves
me. Got a new impression every week.
Nobody loves me.
Yeah. I need you to work on your Pacino, though.
I know.
Work on the
Come back better next week.
It'll be better next week. All right, let's get into good week, bad week. Who had the best week of this past week in the NFL and who had the worst? Nikki, start it off.
All right. Well, we touched on it already. I would say the Seahawks had a good – they're just getting better and better and better. And once again, this is a testament to how it is in New York when they have a little bit of talent somewhere and they just can't coach anybody up and they go off and, but it's something to be said about having the right system and the right coach. And now we've seen it with Sam Darnold and Daniel Jones. And they're just, I don't know, Seahawks are really going to be a force, I think, for the rest of the season. He's playing out of his mind. So that was my good. My bad, we already talked about it. I just don't. The Raiders, like the Geno Smith experiment is
over.
It's got to be over, right? It's like, who's their backup there?
Aiden O'Connell, I think, but he's hurt, I think. But I heard he's gonna be practicing pretty soon, so maybe they'll throw him in later on this season. We'll see. Raul, who is your good week?
I'm gonna say this is gonna be a shocker. The Cardinals. I think the Cardinals had a good week, and I'll tell you why. Only the Cowboys can lose to a team that was on a 5-game losing streak, right? Yeah. And here they come, and Marvis Harrison Jr. looks like, this is why we drafted you.
Yes.
Now, it's been coming literally for weeks. You can see the progression between him and Jacoby. But I just felt like, oh, man, you know what? Good job. Put the Cowgirls where they need to be. I freaking love it. I'm not a Cowboy fan by any means. So I think they had a good week, man. And I know Marvin Harrison didn't go crazy in the game. He did good, I thought, but didn't go crazy. But it was great watching him look. I don't know. It looked like he was rejuvenated for a little bit.
I think a lot of people were have been waiting for this to come, waiting, patiently waiting. It's almost like, okay, is this guy a bust or is he just?
I think he's the to play for Kyler.
Well, I mean, look, they did make the quarterback change today. Coach Gannon did come out and say Jacoby Brissett is going to be the starter for the rest of the way. So Kyler Murray could be on another team next year. Maybe the Jets could trade for Kyler Murray.
Look at us solving all these problems. And
they're watching it too. They're like,
people watch. No, there are people they're watching this show. For sure. I'm telling you, they're watching it.
But I tell you what, if Jacoby doesn't work out, you can't go back to Kyler.
No, you can't.
No, you can't.
No, you can't.
If he goes on a 3-game losing streak, 4 game, you cannot put Kyler back in.
With Jacoby there, he makes the Cardinals better, though. He makes them better.
Yeah. Just do completely opposite of what Kyler's doing.
Exactly.
Like watch film. Talk to your wide receivers. Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
For me, the good week would be Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson came back from having an injury. He's missed a few games. Of course, he had a nice little tune-up game against the Miami Dolphins and balled out 4 touchdowns, over 200 yards passing. So good for him. Hopefully, it's riding the ship for the Ravens the rest of the way in that division, which is kind of up for grabs right now. So good for
13, they could throw 200 yards on the Miami Dolphins right now.
I didn't mean to do that to you, but I had to. But
no, you're fine. You're fine.
Okay. All right. Who had a bad week? Bad week in the NFL.
I said mine. The Raiders.
Yeah, Raiders. Okay.
Washington.
Yeah, they had a really bad week.
Stupid.
Mine is going to be the most obvious. NFL football fans.
Yes.
Yeah. We'll get into that after. We'll get into that at the end of the show. But NFL football fans, we couldn't watch Monday nights. College game day, no. College football, no. So, football fans in general.
We all only have 12 streaming apps. So,
yes, we'll get into that in the show. All right, let's get into it. Bet it on Blonde. Nikki, what do we got for prop bets this week?
What do we have? All right, I like the Browns to cover the 2.5 against the Jets. Rams and San Fran over under is 50.5. I'm going to take the under because I think the Rams are playing clean and efficient. Niners are relying on that run game. So matchup wise, I think this is really tight and controlled. I don't think they're going to go
divisional game too. Divisional game.
Yeah. Jared Goff over 240.5 passing yards against Washington. Dalton Kincaid, I have over 30.5 receiving yards against Miami, and Alvin Kamara anytime TD.
It's the Panthers defense.
Sure.
It could happen.
Anything could happen.
Nikki, Matthew Stafford, a MVP candidate right now?
Yes, I think so. Yes, I think he's got to be in the discussion. It's weird because it's like he's quietly doing it, no one's talking about it.
Yes, he is.
I'm going to go research. I didn't even think of that. Yeah.
Fantasy starts and sits this week, Raul. What do we got?
Hey, so I'm going to go kind of quick, but I'm going to try to hit every single one. Quarterbacks, don't panic. Stick with your normal guys, your Bo Nix, your Jared Goff. Stick with those guys. That's fine. And you know what? I'm not even going to say sits this week. I'm going to say be careful this week.
Cautionary tales.
Caution.
I'm gonna say a name, and I know you guys are gonna look at me like I'm crazy, but be cautious of Jordan Love playing against the Steelers defense. Okay, be cautious of it. Not to say that I think he's gonna have a good game in the sense he's going against his old mentor. I want to prove that I'm better than Aaron Rodgers type deal. So I don't know if that gets him in trouble or he just outperforms. When you try really hard, you end up screwing up the game because you don't let the game come to you a little bit. Especially at that position, you got to have a level head, take what they give you type deal. Okay. So, but anyway, be cautious. Review your stats for the Steelers. They have a really good defense. It's not that they're piss poor. They can be scored on, but just be careful and what you're looking at. Running back wise, stick with your guys. Jaylen Warren. You
got your matchups wrong. Green Bay's playing the Eagles, man.
Yeah.
Oh my God! I said I meant Eagles. I'm sorry, not Steelers. Eagles playing the Eagles. I'm sorry. I don't know why.
I pull my team up when we get to this.
Yeah. Wait a minute. Play your Jordan Love against the Eagles. He's playing against the Eagles.
There you go.
Be careful though, because it is the freaking Eagles. So that's what I meant. Stick with Jonathan Taylor. Hey man, I kind of probably screwed up with the running back, Mr. Vidal.
Yes.
Yeah. Kind of screwed that up.
Yeah.
He got outperformed by Jared Patterson. I don't know if you saw that.
I did see that. Yeah.
So I apologize, fans. That's why I say do your research and bet
responsibly.
Set your lineups responsibly.
Please. My starts, of course, I say go with Marvin Harrison. I love what Marvin Harrison's doing. Stick with him. St. Brown, Drake London, your guy over at the Bucks. He's got. He had no choice. He's the only receiver left.
Yeah, he pretty much is.
So stick with those guys. Zay Flowers.
Caution
with Zay Flowers for some reason. I don't know what's going on with the kid. I don't know what's happening. Usually by this time he's
not a number one. He's just a solid number two on.
Yeah, but a guy like his with his speed and his route running, you would think we find ways to open up the game a little bit. You know what I mean? So, but I know 100 people that got him on the team. I'm like, okay, just be careful.
I'm one of them.
Yeah, and have you seen his production? Like,
it's ebbs and flows. It's frustrating, man, because it's like 1 week he could go off, and the next week he's just.
And I really thought with Lamar being out, he would be leaned on a little bit more. I thought he would be, as far as screens or first, no, they didn't do anything with him. So, but Lamar's back. So
yeah, Lamar's back. He's going to be throwing to Mark Andrews.
Thank God. I have Mark Andrews. Okay,
and I picked Mark Andrews up on waivers this past week.
You did? Yeah, I just held him.
He was on waivers in one of my leagues. I was like, oh, I'm picking him up.
I held him and I just weathered the storm. And last week he came through for me. And I'm projected to lose by like half a point. So it could go any way for me. Not that it matters because it's a bad season, but I like to get a little, just a little morale boost here.
The last guy I say to watch is that Evan Ingram guy for tight ends.
Don't fucking mention him to me.
I know. What is I read there he got more than 50% of the snaps, 0 receptions. So why is he on the field taking up space if we're not going to get him involved? You know what I mean? Like, is he part of the run game only blocking wise? If that's the case, please give us a notice.
He's a good blocker.
Sure, for sure. But it's like, hey, man, it'd be nice to throw a pass every once in a while because, he's out there. That'd be nice. But he doesn't get anything, man. And I don't know. I don't know what the game plan with him is.
Because he just drops balls. So
when this show ends, we have a lot to talk about.
No, ain't nothing to talk about. He dropped the division, against the Eagles, and he's dead to me ever since. And that,
he's dead to me. I don't even know this guy. All
right, let's do week 10. You guys can hear me, right? The music isn't too loud this time. Yes,
we can hear you.
Okay, good. All right, let's get into week 10 matchups for week 10 coming up. The prime video this Thursday night game is the Las Vegas Raiders facing the Denver Broncos.
Why do they put this shit on TV?
No, well, hey, it's one of the channels.
Take away YouTube, but then
can you watch it though? Do you have Prime?
You can watch it if you got Prime. You can watch it.
Yeah, I got Prime, but
Prime's not taking away your football.
But why do they even get a chance to be on Prime? I feel like if you're I don't know. Maybe I guess everybody has to, whatever.
It's a division game. It might be pretty good. You never know.
No. I'm going to take the Broncos.
Yeah, I'll take the Broncos too.
I'm taking Broncos too.
The red-hot New England Patriots are coming down to Tampa Bay to play the Buccaneers at Raymond James Stadium. Going to be a beautiful day outside. Who do we have in this tasty matchup?
I like Patriots.
This one's tough. This was probably the hardest one to pick, but I'm gonna go Tampa.
My heart picked Tampa, but but my mind says Patriots because look,
my mind's telling me no.
Yes, but I'd only say that because the Bucs are riddled with injuries. It's just the injuries that they have. It's just, but they can still win the game. I mean, they can win the game. You never know. So, but I'm going with Bucs. It's 2.5. Bucs are favored by 2.5. So,
yeah,
sure.
We need the Patriots to win one more, and our prediction came true.
True. That's right.
Your prediction.
Maybe they can skip a week and just lose against the Bucs and win next week. So we'll see. All right. All right. The Falcons are facing the Colts. The Falcons seem to be going nowhere. I've got Indianapolis in this one. This will be the first time we'll see Sauce Gardner in a Colt uniform going against the Atlanta Falcons.
Yeah.
Colts. Yeah. For this one.
I like Colts.
All right. The New York Football Giants are headed into Soldier Field against the Chicago Bears.
Mm-hmm.
What do we got?
Fuck these Giants. I can't.
I'm right with you with the Dolphins.
I have no idea. Well, you kind of know. I sent you guys a text. You kind of know. I feel like every Monday I send you some crazy the hell's she do now? I'll take the Bears on this one. It's supposed to snow too.
I took the Bears as well.
It's going to snow at 1:00.
Oh, it's Chicago, of course. Yeah.
It's going to be awesome. I'm going to get here with a bowl of soup.
Bears
in Florida,
in my penthouse with the pigeons.
All right, we've got a divisional matchup with the AFC East. The Bills are coming down to Miami, facing your Dolphins. Who do you got in this one?
I got Buffalo buying a lot of gifts at the Florida Mall in Miami.
I'm surprised about the over. It's 50 and a half. I'm surprised about that.
It should be.
I thought the spread would be a lot more. It's 8.5. I thought it'd be at least 10. This one, it's 8.5.
Jesus. Should be more. Buffalo. We don't have a freaking prayer. Jalen Waddle doesn't want to be there. You know what I mean? Like, he saw everybody else get traded. He's like, Jesus Christ, I'm not here for rebuilds. So that's what he said. He said, I'm not here for a rebuild. I'm here to win.
Hey, he can go to the Jets too. Him and Kyler could be balling out in New York next year.
No, they're not. Don't do that to my guy. My guy wants to go to the Chiefs. You know what I mean? He wants to go somewhere he can be utilized and appreciated.
Beggars can't be choosers. It's either South Beach or,
the
New
Meadowlands, baby. All right, this will be a good matchup. The Ravens are going to be facing the Minnesota Vikings. J.J. McCarthy looked great this past weekend, but Lamar is back with the Baltimore Ravens. Who do we got in this matchup? I'm going Vikings on this one.
Yes, that would be I was going to go Ravens too. That's not a bad call by Minnesota. Their defense, I don't know if you know that. That's why I was saying be careful with Zay Flowers.
Yeah,
they funnel everything to underneath. Like they're going to give you those 5 yards. Beat us that way.
The way they attacked Jared Goff this past week.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, Minnesota's defense looks pretty scary. So, and you gave J.J. McCarthy a chance, and he took that chance and ran with it. So, this will be the trash bowl of the year. It's the Browns facing the Jets.
I took the Browns, man. I mean, the Jets don't have a team, do they?
Watch the Jets win this game. Watch the Jets win.
By like 40, like 42-7.
They'll probably win on a field goal, but watch them win this one on a field goal.
Well, I have the Jets, so.
Okay. Well, I've got the Browns in this one.
And did you see what she did with the hair? When
what?
She has like a hot tip, she goes, I have the Jets. I have the Jets.
I'm
going to take it. Just if I got to sit there, at least give me something to.
Yeah. They'll have pigs and blanket in the press box.
I'm telling you.
You wear Jet shirts and paint your face green when you go or no?
No, you're not allowed to. Neutral colors.
That's true.
I do sit on the visitor side. Fuck everybody up though. Like on the away team. Yeah.
There you go. Yeah, all right. The Saints are facing the Panthers, which the Panthers right now are playing some good football. What have we got in this NFC South divisional matchup?
I'll take the Panthers.
Yeah, I'm taking the Panthers too.
I am too. They look like the most organized team out of the two.
Yes, they do. All right, we've got the Jags facing the Texans.
That's another trash bowl.
Trash bowl.
Yeah,
I got the Jags in this one, but I'm thinking the Texans might pull out a win. Even though, C.J. Stroud is out with concussion, so Davis Mills is going to be starting for the Texans.
Oh, I didn't know he was still.
Yeah. Stroud's out. He should be out for the rest of the season.
Still active, is he?
I'm going Jags.
Yeah.
Jags.
Yep.
Jags. All right. The Cardinals are facing the red-hot Seahawks right now. This could be a good game.
Yeah.
I'm
I
going
don't
Seahawks.
know. Bet against Seattle. I'm going to take the Seahawks.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm going to take Seahawks. In the past, it's always been a good game, though.
Yep. Another set of divisional games in that same division. The Rams are facing the 49ers. I'm going Rams on this one.
You take the Rams.
I'm going to go 49ers. I need to try to
could go either way. Honestly, that's a good
Try to work my way up. Yeah.
And we've got the later game with the Lions and Commanders. I'm going Lions. Commanders.
I like Lions. Yeah.
All right. The primetime matchup for Sunday night is the Steelers and Chargers. I'm going. I don't know. I think I picked the Chargers for this one.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, Chargers. I'm going Chargers.
I have the Chargers.
I'm gonna go Steelers because that's another trap game. I need to try.
Hey, I picked the Steelers last week to beat the Colts, and they won. So
yeah, see, it's not too far off.
And
Evan. That's
the Monday night matchup between the Eagles and the Packers. Who knows if we'll be able to watch it? Who we got in this game?
I'm taking the Packers.
I want the Eagles to win.
Yeah, I'm going Eagles, unfortunately.
I want the Eagles to
Why do you want the Eagles to win?
I don't want them to win, but I know they're going to win.
I want them to win because I love how everybody hates the tush push. So I root for every game that they're like, God, I hope it's 4th.
Don't come on this show with me and be like, oh, I hope the Eagles win. Like, what the fuck is that?
I thought it was F the Giants. I thought we were just promoting.
It's F everybody. I'm so sick of this side gig, the gig that I have. I can't stand it anymore. I get raked over the coals. It's ridiculous. You get a little bit of information, you put it out to everybody, and you know what? That was no bad PR. My brand has just gone through the roof. I got PR from these teams up my ass. Like if anyone could be stoned in the middle of like the town, a square, it would have been me the past couple of days.
And folks, that's our clip of the week. No, I'm just kidding.
Mickey in the middle.
That's a good one. Yeah.
Well, I did a video of it. I fucked it up and I said Times Square instead of Town Square, and people were like, "Yeah, well, we'd stone you there too." Like, great.
We do that there. Yeah, thanks. Yeah.
All right, which brings us to our last segment of the show, with our streaming wars, which we went through our picks. We don't know if we're going to be able to watch Thursday. Well, we'll be able to watch Thursday night because it's on Prime, but college game days in jeopardy once again with college football. And then, of course, Monday Night Football as well as in general once again because YouTube TV, Disney/ESPN can't come up with any kind of deal, which is beyond me. And I think we talked about this in preseason show, which ESPN ruins everything, and they're ruining yet again with this negotiations with YouTube TV. And look, I know a lot of people want to blame YouTube TV, but you could go back to the history of YouTube TV. They've tried to keep prices low. And they do this all the time where they have to go negotiations with all the different networks and everything to get these networks to be on YouTube TV. And it's all about keeping the fees low. That way people will sign up and watch these. Now Disney's in a how perfect of a time where Disney goes, you know what? We're going to yank all of our channels because, hey, we want to bring everybody to the ESPN app and charge $30 for this stupid app to watch our content. So now everything is up in general because, well, Disney doesn't want to pay up for the fees and give YouTube the rights to stream ABC, FX, ESPN, and everything else that Disney's owned. And you know who loses? Us, the consumer, because these two greedy corporations can't come up with a deal to let us watch what we want to watch, and that's football. YouTube TV was designed for us to watch football. They came up with the multi-box to watch football, to watch 4 boxes at once for college football, for NFL, for everything. We all lose on this. It just comes to the point where I'm kind of done. I'm not I canceled YouTube TV. I canceled my Red Zone. I'm probably not going to go to another streaming channel. Fubu's owned by Disney now. So why would I want to go to that? So I don't know where you guys are at with streaming wars, but to me, it's just sad because we've come to a point where streaming was supposed to be cutting the cord, but now it's just, well, it's cheaper to go back to cable.
There you said it right in the head. And ain't that crazy?
Yeah.
Before you're like, oh, $7.99, that's all I have to pay, and I can watch all these channels? Sure. My cable bill's $200. I'm not paying that shit. Yeah, I agree. I've been
ride or die with YouTube TV since it came out, which it came out a few years ago, and it was like $30. Mm-hmm. And obviously the climb of inflation has made the price go up, but now it's just I don't even want to do it. I don't even want to go back. You've put a sour taste in my mouth, and it's all because of Disney.
Disney ruins everything.
Disney ruins everything. Yes.
They're greedy. And this happens all the time, right? The consumers are the ones that have to deal with it. And I saw somebody post like, oh, now Disney after the last 24 hours, now it's like $139 a month or so. Like now their rate, like for Disney Plus to get all that, it's just like, I don't know. Like, I know we're all around the same age, but it's like, just remember when you could just turn on the TV and like, so I haven't cut the cord fully. So I have streaming and I have cable. So I was able to see it on the ABC local affiliate, but like, it's still frustrating that like I think it's frustrating that you even have to check where all these fucking games are. And I have Sunday ticket for out of market stuff, and I had YouTube TV, and then you have and it's like, I got to go to all these fucking things. And I know for licensing, you can't just have one. And they changed it a few years ago where you're bidding these, these media companies are bidding on these games. And it's just so exhausting. And I think the consumer, like, listen, I work in marketing 101, sales 101. Don't make your product so hard to fucking find for the consumer, right? And it's just becoming so irritating now that guess what? Like, there's going to be a bunch of people like us who just, I'm not, fine. If I don't get the game, I don't get the game. Then that's it. What am I going to do? I'm not going to keep signing up for shit and carry another app and another expense. And like, no, sorry. I think, if consumers get pissed off enough, draw a line in the sand.
Well, there's been a growing sentiment on social media where everybody's holding. Everybody's saying, you know what, we're not going to take this anymore. And I look, I'll go to a bar every Sunday to watch NFL on the bar's TV. Like, I'm not going to keep spending $90 a month for, these disagreements that these two giants of industry are having just because of over licensing rights. And it's stupid. Like Disney's losing, if this is correct, they're losing $20 million a day by not having their content on YouTube TV. $20 million.
What about the advertisers?
They're losing money too. Because you got to remember,
they can't be happy.
So Disney's got to let up. I mean, I have until the 18th, and then it's totally shut off for YouTube TV. But I'm at this point. Look, I could care less because the
NFL. I thought you remember the it was NFL Films. I think it was called.
Yep.
NFL Films. You know what I'm saying? I feel like all NFL games should be televised on NFL streaming network, and that's it.
Yeah, I agree.
Like,
I think the NFL.
Why are we doing this? Like,
I think the NFL should be like, you know what? We're gonna buy all the rights now. It's gonna go on the NFL Network app, and then you can watch all NFL on this app. I would buy that. I would throw money at that to watch.
Yeah, I would cut it all, and I would just get that.
Yeah, because other than that,
the app was accessible to not only just you can watch your game, but on the NFL app, we also have the NFL Red Zone for you right there. So if you want to pay a little bit extra, here's the NFL Red Zone. If you just wanted your basic NFL packages, whatever, here's that too. You know what I mean? And just if it's our content, right? It's the NFL. That's us. We're allowing you to do this through all your streaming services. NFL is big enough to handle all the marketing. I don't understand why you can get more plugs that way.
I'm surprised the NFL hasn't stepped in yet.
I was going to say, are you guys surprised they haven't?
I am.
I'm very surprised they haven't stepped in and said something about it. Because if I was, the owners of these teams, you're losing kind of viewership and revenue on their end too as well by not having their content on YouTube TV as well. It's
NFL has to be losing money too, though.
Yeah, they have to be, and I'm surprised they haven't stepped in. And this is the longest that YouTube and Disney have gone without coming to an agreement. Like usually it comes up to the 25th hour where they get something done. Like I know they've done this before with like CBS and NBC, and even Fox, where they come up to the 25th hour, they get a deal done and everything's good to go. But now with Disney, we're going on almost a week and a half, almost 2 weeks where this is happening. And
YouTube's holding strong, and
I'm glad. Look,
good for them.
I'm a nerd. Look, YouTube fights for the user, just like Tron. So look, keep fighting, man. But
they gotta hold strong, and I don't blame them. And that's Dallas, right? They were playing on Monday night. That's a big market for the entire country. So that the consumer's pissed off, and people think like the consumer doesn't have power. We do. Enough people get pissed off. Enough people have just have had enough of it, and they'll feel the effects. I think they already are.
Yeah. And I'm glad guys like Pat McAfee came out today on, I think it was yesterday or to his show, was saying, look, we're all kind of sick of it. We're done with it. YouTube is a superior product. We love watching football on that. And, And he also called out of his fellow media people, like, look, stop telling people to go to some stupid website and demand your channels back. Like, nobody wants to hear from you. We don't want to hear from you stupid media personalities about going to some stupid website to demand your channels back when they're not going to listen anyways. So like ESPN, like, we're not dumb. Don't treat us like children. Just give us our NFL back so we can just watch it on Sundays and Monday night. So,
but that goes back to what I'm saying. ESPN, you don't own the NFL.
Yeah.
You report the NFL. Yeah. So, and just like other sports. So why do we have to watch it on ESPN?
I'm tired.
As NFL, as Roger Dale, I'm talking to these people like, hey, listen, anyway, we can go in there and swoop in and just take over and say, listen, since you guys can't come in agreement, all of you, since you're in no negotiations, everything's done, I am taking back the content. It'll be on NFL Network.
See, that's what I thought was going to happen, because when the NFL created that new app, it was like NFL Plus, whatever. Yeah. I thought that was going to happen where everything would be centralized on that app, but it's not. It's just replays. So to me,
you would think that would make
get everything on that app, and then
that's such a good time to expand it. Your replays of your games, the live games that are on there, your NFL Red Zone if you want to pay for that package.
All the networking, all the shows they have on the NFL Network were
your
Good Morning Football, all that stuff.
Your NFL Network a podcast that you have on there. You can put it all on one network where we can all just look at it and then be done with it. You know what I mean? And that's
it. Make the mothership of ESPN die.
That's it.
All we want, because ESPN has ruined sports.
Yes.
But that, and get control, and then tell these guys, hey, we will allow you for 6 months to go ahead and do this. Well, you can stream it on your guys.
You guys think they get this sorted this week?
They've got another
big. They got to, right?
They've got another big slate of college football games. Like, it's so stupid. Like they're so dumb. You're doing this in the middle of the season where, and especially with college football, you're coming in on the tail end of the season where matchups are coming up, bowl games are coming up. I mean, you're doing this now.
Deciding factors of who's going to play who.
So they have to get something done, because now if you go 2 weeks without college game day and college football, not on YouTube TV, you're going to lose even more money. And Monday Night Football too.
Monday's a big one. That's Green Bay and Philly. That's a big
Philly's
one.
a big market too. And Green Bay's a big market.
Who's sitting back loving this? Hulu.
Yeah, because they're reaping all the benefits.
Hulu's like, oh yeah, you guys go ahead and argue. Do what you got to do. Everybody's
Hulu and Fubo, because they just closed the deal with Fubo this past week, where all their content is going to be on Fubo TV.
Because I watched College Game Day, but it was on Hulu. I watched it on there.
Well, don't worry. I put up Nikki's political agenda on my Twitter, because I'm either running for governor of New Jersey or president. I haven't decided yet. And one of them is to fix the streaming thing for good. So don't worry. And demolish MetLife. And
you're on it.
Yeah, I'm on it. So I have my agenda. Listen, these people put it on the website like all fancy. Mine's right on Twitter. Everyone can go see it.
Yeah.
All right, before we head out, I know we went long on this episode. Thanks to everybody for joining in for another episode of Between the Uprights. Nikki, how did we do it last week with picks, by the way?
You won. Was 10-3. You were 10-3. Yes, I was. Hold on, I'll pull it up. I think I was 9. I had 9 wins. Raul had 7.
Oh.
Hold on, I'll give it to you.
James trapped me.
You should have picked the Steelers, man.
Yeah, you went 7-6, 9-4. Evan went 10-3. Season totals: Evan 88-64. I'm 84-50. Raul is 78-56.
All right,
son of a.
Raul, you got to make some hail.
You got to make some ground here.
Yeah.
I got to do something. Start buying off referees.
There you go.
Start a gambling business with Chauncey Billups or whatever.
Hey,
bet responsibly.
Bet responsibly, yes.
All right, everybody. Thanks for joining in for another episode of Between the Uprights. We will be back next week, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on our YouTube channel, which you need to go subscribe and hit that notification bell. And hit us up on X and IG too as well. We will see you guys next week on Between the Uprights.
Bye.
I think I blew out my headphones.